Hi everybody, it's Marcus here, and I have a very special guest with me here today to prove to you and everybody watching this just how simple it is to make money in the stock market. Doesn't mean it's easy, you have to do it,
Absolutely.
right? But it is very, very simple. So this is Matt here, Matty G, and he's one of our sales guys at Investment Mastery. So he's not a trader by any means, although I'm changing my mind now because you came, so tell us, you came on the workshop.
I came on the workshop and I started on a demo account.
Now this is very important that you do start on a demo account. Did you make any mistakes on the demo account?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so it's like a virtual trader, a demo account, which basically says, you have to put in the orders properly, the amounts properly, the symbol properly. You have to do it, otherwise it goes, I don't know what you want me to do, right? But it's not real money.
Not at all.
And is it a good idea to do that for a while?
Absolutely, without a doubt.
And then what we do is we always say to people, then reset your account, right? Because you're going to make all these mistakes. Go, right, now I'm ready. I don't know why anybody would go live with real money to start off with. Just why? Just do it for a month or so. Reset. And so what did you achieve in your first month then?
Last month it was, on my entire account, it was 19.5%.
Sorry, say that again?
19.5%.
So 19.5%. 19. So do you know what people make in the bank?
0.5, 0.2%.
Let's be generous.
Maybe?
Let's be generous and say 1%.
Okay.
And you made not 1%, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, not 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.5%.
Yes.
You should stop right there. Just stop.
Yeah, I'm done now.
That's it, I'm done. Look what I made last year, this kind of thing you can say in 12 months' time. Are you going to stop?
No, absolutely not.
Right? And that doesn't mean, by the way, that you're going to be making 19% every single month. You do realize that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Some of it's going to be more, some of it's going to be less. We're aiming for 3 to 6%. So take us, because people here are probably thinking, okay, so, he's learnt how to do it properly, because you did, right? It was a 3-day, you really learned how to do it. But then you practice, reset your account, went live. So my question to you is, what do you actually do on a daily basis? Break it down to us.
Okay,
or
so
for us.
every Monday, 8:30 is where I place all of my orders.
Well, why do you do it at 8:30?
8:30, that's the time that I get into the office. That's the time that I do for about...
Right, so in the morning, 8:30. There's no other reason. There's not because the market's open, or it's just...
No, well, the market is closed, which helps because it's not moving at all.
So that's a key point here. So what we do is we do all of our research and our trades when the market is closed, not when it's open. The reason is because when the market is open, obviously things move, and if you're looking to get into something and it moves up, you're like, and this is what a lot of people do, right? They go, oh, I wanted to get into that, and never chase a stock. We will always buy at a particular price, which is determined by us before we get in. In fact, we know where we get in, we know where we're getting out, and where we take our profit in advance. So the 8:30 a.m. is just...
It's just what works for me.
Right, exactly. And so me, funnily enough, it is 8:30 as well, but it's in the evening, right? So that's interesting. Okay, so what do you do?
So I come in, I do I take the tickers.
What's a ticker, just so people know?
A ticker is the shortened version of a stock.
Yeah, stock symbol, ticker.
That's it. That's
like
it.
Microsoft would be MSFT, for example. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'll go onto my chart. I will do my analysis, do my support, my resistance lines, work out my entry price, my stop loss, my take profit.
How much do you risk on any one trade?
1% every time.
1% of the entire
account.
Okay.
And that's the key thing about doing it in the beginning and resetting your account, because when I first went onto the demo account after the workshop, I made a few mistakes.
Did you now?
It was sometimes 3, 4. My worst one was 5%. So that was it was a learning curve, which is a reason for.
Now, why do you think you made that mistake?
My wrong calculations.
Yeah, it's just wrong calculations. Mm-hmm. That's going to happen, right? That's why we, like you just said, that's why we go on a demo account, yes. Right? It's not for any, because you're gonna say, oh, I only meant to buy 1,000, I bought 1,000,000.
Exactly.
Stuff like that, and just get those mistakes out. Why would you do it with real money? Just do it for 1 month, or some people need a little bit longer. That's fine as well.
And you treat it as if it was real money.
Well, that's also key, right? Mm-hmm. Don't say, although we do say, it's all about momentum, so get into more trades than you probably would.
Yes.
Just so that you're used to it and you get rid of the jitters and all. Absolutely. I always laugh, Matt. I say, people learn in 4 months I shouldn't really admit this, but it took me 4 years to learn. Because I just didn't have the way it was taught, or the way we teach it right now. Okay, you mentioned tickers, symbols, etc. Where'd you get them from? And don't say the internet.
I get them from your trading club. So Dennis will upload the tickers that he's been looking at, and he'll give a rough estimate as to where he's drawing his lines. Nothing too crazy, just cutting out a little bit of time spending for stocks that are with the Buffalo strategy. So I'll take them.
So two things. So you predominantly focus on the Buffalo strategy, not the VCA. Oh, that's interesting. Any reason why?
Well, I do a little bit of VCA. However, the Buffalo, it's more active. I can get into more trades, and that's really where So you do more trading rather than investing. Exactly.
You would say.
Exactly.
Okay. And the other thing that he just mentioned was the fact that he looks on. Where'd you go? Did you go on the watch list or the forum?
The forum, the Buffalo Club.
Okay.
The Buffalo Club.
So in the Buffalo Club, in our forum of yourtradingclub.com, what we do is we have 5 stocks going up, 5 stocks going down, 5 stocks going sideways that are ready to, or pretty ready to be traded right now, that are put on there by a mixture of really 3 of our traders.
Yes.
Marcel, Eamon, and Dennis currently, and they put them together, the best of the best of the best. And then what you also said was, so he would actually, did you say he draws the lines on there already for you?
No, he just indicates that he's looking at this stock, and I don't really look at his where he's kind of drawing his lines. I like to take just the ticker, because I know it's to do with the Buffalo, and do my own analysis.
I like that,
because I'm looking to take control of the trading, and sometimes
I really like that.
I don't take all of the trades or the tickers that he puts on there based on my own analysis.
Yeah, nice.
But it's just cutting out the time spent looking to try and find stocks.
Right, out of 7,000 stocks, what are the 3 or 4 that I'm looking at? You have maybe 15 that you look at every single week. But I really rate that. So instead of just blindly, I can't be bothered attitude, I'll just, let them do the work for me. And then you never really, learn it yourself, and therefore you never have control. You actually say, no, I take them, but I look at them and I draw my lines, and some of them, why the hell are they in there even?
Exactly.
That's
awesome.
They
might be in there for somebody else. They might work for somebody else. It doesn't work. They don't all work for me. So it's just about doing my own. Thanks for the ticker. Thanks for pointing me in the right direction, and then I'll make my own decision as to whether I'm going to enter this trade.
Awesome, and it's working for you, 19.5%.
Yes, it is.
That is awesome. So that's your entry point. Okay, you get in, and then you put your stop loss. We said 1% of your entire account, which of course is necessary risk management that most people don't know about, which is a real shame, which is why so many people lose money when it comes to trading and investing, because they don't have these rules. Exactly. Okay. But you also do your take profit, did you say?
I put my take profit in.
Okay, so in and then take profit. Okay, so let's say we're going long. You go long and short, right?
Yes.
Long, by the way, buying, short, selling short. Yeah, you do both?
Both.
That's very important. Again, this is something called hedging, where we always, I repeat, always have both long and short positions. So you're never leaving yourself, to the mercy of the market. It doesn't matter which way it goes, because he has got both long positions and short positions. I might do a video on that at some stage, because that is quite important. And then where do you get out?
Where do I get out? Well, that comes down to trade management, which in the beginning...
Ooh, trade management. This guy these are the new words, like a few months ago. Okay, but so look, trade management.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so in the beginning, I always put in my take profit, and it was the demo account, so I just, even though it might be up in a trade or down in a trade, always let it play out to get that experience as to how the stock moves.
Okay.
In the beginning, it would, if it hit my take profit, fantastic, that's taken my profit, but with a little bit more experience and a little bit more practicing and a little bit more analysis on the charts in my 20 minutes every morning, I might move my take profit up, because I want to let if it's getting close to my take profit.
Okay, so it's going up and you have a take profit there. Yes. and you see it and the trend is up, then you might take this off?
Yes, or move it up slightly.
Or move it up slightly?
Yes.
Okay, but is this on a vertical or a horizontal? Because if you see then you see some support, some resistance, right?
Yes, so this will be mainly on the sideways moving flow. I would move it up just probably above my resistance line. If it's more likely to hit, but then I'm checking in. So if it does start to turn and I'm in a profit, I will take my profit.
And by the way, so we always do our trading on daily charts, so it's not like you have to be there all the time, because you just mentioned something. You said 20 minutes a day.
Yes.
That's something which I'm shouting out on the rooftops about. And if you don't have 20 minutes a day to look after your wealth, even though you're working 8, 9, 10 hours, I might do a video on that actually, working for somebody else, then there is something not quite right with your mindset and psychology around yourself and your family and your financial freedom. So is it really 20 minutes a day? Because I always tell people, but you know.
It absolutely is, because I place my orders on, which might take a little more than 20 minutes on a Monday. However, the average across the week, when I'm checking in to see how my performance is going, it averages out at 20 minutes a day.
And sometimes there's nothing to do, is there?
No.
If you're fully invested,
yes.
What are you supposed to do for 20 minutes? Like Marcus said, 20 minutes. You know, it's like there's nothing to do, although you could do some research. And I do, though, if there is nothing to do, I do still encourage you to spend that 20 minutes maybe researching some
watching
stocks.
the videos, checking in. And one thing that I've done recently, following some training I did with Dennis, that it's so simple, but if you don't know it, you didn't do it. When I'm checking in and I'm in about 2% of profit, because we're looking at for a minimum of 3.
Yeah.
When it's at 2%, I'll move my stop loss up to my entry point. Then I'm risk free on that trade.
So let me get this straight. So when and there's a certain ratio that you use, and by the way, these are just words. If you're like, ooh, ratio math, so it's so simple.
So simple.
I know. But you see, when people listen to this, they go, oh, it's, what's risk management? It's actually extremely simple. Not easy, like riding a bike, you have to learn, but it is very simple, like riding a bike. So so when you get to a certain profit target, let's say, you then raise your stop loss.
Yes.
And how long does that take? Raising your stop loss? Seconds, okay. How much does it cost?
It doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't cost anything. And then when you raise your stop loss to your break even, when your profit, let's say, hopefully not, but let's say it does come down and you're out, it means you haven't lost any money, right? By raising that stop loss. And it would be really. When did you start doing that?
I did that. It was about a week and a half ago, so it's very, very recent that Dennis showed me. It was a aha moment when he showed me. I'm like, okay, that's one of the experience things that in the beginning we want it to play out so you get an idea, but it's a no-brainer. Once it's into a certain ratio, you move your stop loss up to your entry point and break even if it does go the other way. Yeah,
it'd be really interesting for you to come back and us to interview you in a month's time to see whether that's made any changes to your trading. Because what I think is that it probably makes your trading a little bit safer in many, many ways, although you've still got the stop loss, so it's not as if it's not safe. But it might curtail some of your profits, so that'll be interesting. Because obviously if you let it run, because stocks do this, and if you move it up, then so interesting. I think you're not going to make 19% next month if you do that rule, but
that's not the expectation.
Okay, but let's go for it anyway.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So would you come back next month and tell us how you're doing?
Absolutely.
I think we should. Okay. Anything else we should mention to people?
You need to learn this. You need to learn strategy, risk management, what it takes to be a successful trader and investor. Otherwise, you're going to end up losing money. Okay, so here's the other thing, right? Most people, they just go in, they don't have any rules. I mean, they're doomed to failure, as you would if you just got into a car and started driving without any driving lessons. Yes.
And you would. But this word, trader, because I think it's laden. I think it's heavy with connotations of, Wall Street, Gordon Gekko, was the other guy, the Wolf of Wall Street and all that rubbish. But is that, what is trading to you? Trading is entering into a position on a short time scale. It's nothing. But what is short? What is short? I mean, in and out. Is it like daily with millions? Yes. Like, No, days to weeks that I'm in the trades. I haven't got any. So what's the longest you've ever been in? I think the longest right now is about
4 weeks that I was in a
yeah. So it's not like we're in and out, and you can still do your job, you can still do your business, you can still do your property, you can still do whatever it is that you're doing. This is just something that you do alongside everything that you're doing. It's on top of everything that you're doing. Okay, so it's not about replacing one thing with another. This is, 20 minutes a day. You can do it any time. So it's great. So because for me, I'm very wary about the word trading. So I like to call myself an investor, but I'm not really, because if I'm in it for the long term and it shoots up and makes me whatever percentage, well then I'd get out, and that might be one day. So what am I now? Am I a trader? I mean, some people, they just say, look, these are just words. I make money,
Exactly.
I make money in the stock market. That's what I do. I'm not a trader, I'm not an investor. I just have rules and I make money in the stock market,
Mm-hmm.
So if that helps you, because I know that some people go, oh, trading, it's not for me. Well, what exactly isn't for you? It's like, you've got to learn this. I think he's right. So thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And looking forward to seeing how you do next month.
Me too.